Okay, it should be recording, right? Should be recording. Okay, so when you have this broom, you're going to go this way, and when you go this way, and we're warming up, so this is on location for anybody stepping in. I'm using what I find, okay? I found a broom because, in fact, somebody threw away my little pole that I had sticking around here somewhere. Anyway, we got a broom. So whenever I do this, here's the deal. This is not just kind of willy-nilly stepping side to side. No, no, no. Especially for those of you who have real significant shoulder, forward head problems, shoulder problems, back problems. When you step to the side here and tapping, those elbows come up and you say rib cage up, really on purpose. When you come here, don't raise the elbow here. Keep it here or lower, okay? And I'm loading here. Then I'm going to step here. I'm going to do a little hip hinge, and I'm going to tap, and I'm going to check in with my shoulders. I'm going to see how they're feeling. If I need to lower them right now, lower them. But here's what you don't do. When you're doing this move, I'm turning to the side so you can see. You're thinking about your shoulders, see? And you're thinking about your elbows, and this is what you do, okay? So, see, I'm not looking at you specifically, Kay, but, you know, if you need to think about it, then, then I am. See my chin? I'm not doing this. I'm back here. And I'm loading this whole time that I'm talking to you and holding you in this position is for a reason. Because I want your body, your legs, your back, your core, your gluteals, your feet to read out that it's getting load put on them, okay? Now, there's a joke there somewhere about the load putting on your feet, but I won't go there, okay? So right here, see this? Many of you are doing this position and you're doing this. This is what you want to fight against. So you tuck your chin in and you say rib cage up. Soften your knee, and then you got it. And you have to do that almost every time during this particular type of a warm-up. So it's a little different way to do a warm-up, okay? We're not doing marching in place and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to do loading today. And loading involves grabbing things, pulling in, pulling out, push, pull. It involves bringing your hands up, okay? So I'm going to use those positions to peak your neutral postural stance. How do you like that? Did you get it? So if somebody asks you about your class, you say, well, we work constantly at creating a neutral postural stance. They'll be so impressed with you. Okay, see how I'm doing this? So this is a side-to-side motion. As you're doing this, make sure you're breathing in, out, in, out. Don't hold your breath. It's surprising how many people hold their breath. Now, those of you with shoulder issues, those of you with forward head syndrome, rounded shoulders, this is going to push you. You need to take breaks, okay? That is smart exercising, to take a break. So if you're really feeling this through your shoulders, and this is just a broom, okay? This is not even any weights. But holding this position and saying rib cage up constantly and hitting that neutral postural stance, loading through your leg, bending that knee, keeping your elbows at the same elevation of your wrist and your shoulders. Okay, that's the key thing. See, I'm not doing this. See, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this. So the broom is right under my chin. My wrists, my elbow, and my shoulder are in the same planes. And when you hold it like this and move in and out like this, with just a broom and just going against gravity, I can tell you, I know that there's some out there that are just going, does she know how many we've done? Not just Kathy. Sorry, Kathy. Take a breath. So I hope those of you who might join us and you just happen to find this on YouTube, because I do have all these recordings that I'm doing is on a YouTube channel, and I have to load them today. I've got 3 or 4 more, including today's. So take a breath. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to bring it down. Come right here. Bring it down. So if you went like this, whenever I brought those arms down, if you went, oh, thank goodness. Yes, that's what we want. All right. So see, I come right back in here and I go right to here. This is not a low, deep squat. I'm going to bring it up, pull them in, and I'm staying lower on purpose. So when I'm right here, here's my question to every one of you right now. When you come up like this, did you squeeze your gluteals? Okay? If you know what gluteals are, that's your butt. Okay? Both cheeks, squeeze them. Then release. Come down with the broom to the knees, no further. Then you sweep and bring it in. Now you squeeze the gluteals again, okay? And you're rocking from heel. See, as I go down, I go into my heels. And then when I come up, I feel it more on 4 corners of my feet. So a little more pressure on the front foot. But as you go down, you push your butt back. And you feel it into the heels. And when you hit in this position, this is a high squat or a high hip hinge, tuck your chin in, swing it back up. Okay, now we're going to do a little pendulum move. So we're going to go back down. We're going to hit the knee. See that? Then we're going to take and go this way and this way. But here's what we are not going to do. We're not going to do this. We're doing this. It's a definite pendulum move, okay? And a little swinging from side to side with your feet. But your arms stay down, your chin is tucked, your spine is very extended from the hip hinge. Now, in this position, how many of you forgot to pull the tummy in? Okay? Pull it in right now, because you don't want anything getting in the way right here. That was meant as a joke. Okay. Pull your tummy in right here. Okay. Right here. Tummy's in. Keep my chin tucked. And I'm doing a kind of a pendulum. The little bend there at the end. So this is a great recovery, part of a great warm-up for a loading type of a class. Okay. Now I'm going to wake up the whole back extensors. So I'm standing here like this. Go ahead and walk in place just for a little bit. So you see when I'm walking in place, do you see this? Do you see this? I'm purposely pulling my arms so that I'll cross my midline on purpose. Because as I walk in place and I do this, bring my hands across, and it's just bringing your hands across. It is not going like this. I'm not bending, okay? So I'm just walking like this, walking like this, walking like this. Then I'm gonna step and reach, okay? So it's gonna be step, reach, and come back. Step, reach. You're bringing that broom or the bar right up under your chest. So you're going to go step. Everything's forward. I'm going to go around. I'm going to pull. I'm going to pull that heel up. I'm not going to go deep. Then I'm going to step, 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 pull, and come back down. So here's where you start to forget. And you start to do this kind of a thing with your neck. Pull your chin in, get centered on over your foot, bring that heel up, and come back down. So when you start to bring this up in the back, many, 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 many of you, so that means a lot, are going to go step, and you're thinking about all this, and you do this. See this? See, if I do this, when I lift, all this doesn't get woke up, okay? So I got to turn that toe almost to my instep. And as I lift, I make sure my heel is leading and I'm not bending my knee right now. So I'm going to go step, tap, do that little row the boat, bring that heel up, hold it for just a second, come back, tight tummy, drop your shoulders, chin is tucked. I'm going to go step, and here's where everybody is worse, like on one side versus the other. So this one for me, I can feel that if I'm not thinking about it, I will go out like this. So I want to pull that toe in, and I want to lift and squeeze right there, and then come back in, okay? And I'll do it maybe 10 times, maybe 12 times, because you're trying to wake up all your back extensors, your gluteal, and your hamstring. So for people like Kathy that struggles with hamstring issues, she may tend to want to put her hand on a chair, in fact, whenever that she comes up, because it takes a lot of muscle contraction to hold yourself in position, turn that toe down, bring that up from the hip, and not think, oh, let me bend the knee. Don't bend the knee. I would much rather you come here and stay straight, extended, and lift, and lift. So that's the modification. If you're struggling with your balance, either put your little pole down, and see I'm hinged out, drop my shoulders. This is the modification for those of you who find it very challenging to do it freestanding. Okay, see, I can do this with my pole all if I want to, or if I can. But if I really struggle with getting my gluteals, my hamstrings working properly, a lot of times it's because when you do this motion, see, you bend at the knee. So when you bend at the knee, you're not using these nearly as much. You keep your toe turned down, toe turned down, toe turned down. So just doing that kind of a thing, okay? Either touching or not touching, that's fine. So we went all through the back. We went all through the side. See, we haven't even yet pulled the knee forward. Generally, you know, we do a lot of forward marching. We do a lot of this kind of stuff. But I've really been focusing on helping you get your back extensors and all your hamstrings going. So we're going to take our pole and finish this up, and then we're going to start to load, okay? Now, you've already started loading. If you've been doing this whole thing right now, I can tell you your body weight, holding this, we've elevated all this, your body is loading. It's feeling the readout of the load. See? Breath, breath, breath. Shift, breath, breath, breath. So it's a 1, 2, 3. So you're having your elbow at a 90 degree. Okay, this would be straight down, 180. I'm going to go 90 degree. Tighten, breathe, shift, bring it up. 1, 2, 3. See that? All the different parameters, get the system checks. Drop your shoulders, bring it up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, shift. So let me tell you something. And I've said this before to those of you who've been in my class. There's lots of studies on different, you know, what's the most effective exercise for this, that, or the other thing. And especially as the population has their birthdays. See, I didn't say aging, I said have their birthdays. Yay. The alternative is don't have your birthday, which we don't want that right now, maybe. Okay? This move, the reason I'm telling you this is this move right here, to be able to do this freestanding, and there are those of you out there who really this is too much for, and I know it. So what you do is you put your stick down, your broom down. If you even have that much of a contact, okay, and this one's a real stiff broom, so I can do this. You can't do it if you don't have a stiff broom. You have to go like that. Okay, you shift, you bring this up, and you hold it 1, 2, 3. The thing you don't want to do is lock your knee. Okay, so I'm going to go to the other. So I'm showing you a modification here. Okay, drop your shoulders, breath, bring that leg up. 1, 2, 3. See that? So if I have 1 point of contact to help me with this, that's a winner. That's a great move. Studies that they show on this kind of a move, getting your hip to hinge up here at a 90 degrees. So see, this is an L. See, that's not quite an L. See, I want to get it all the way up. So if I can freestand and hold it in this position for 15 seconds, 30 if you're having a good day. The point is, keep working at it, because, and if you need to use the broom, or if you need to use a chair, or if you need to use a wall, that's okay. Okay, as a matter of fact, some people, I'll put them right up against a wall, okay, so that your shoulder blades are on the wall. And shift, don't lock your knee, bring it up here, and practice at that with your shoulder blades in the back of your head on the wall. So I told you, Kay, I was going to put you on the rack today. This is it. So if you're having a hard time really extending, freestanding, put yourself on a wall. Kay and I call it putting ourselves on the rack. Okay, you're putting yourself on the rack. The back of the head is touching, the shoulder blades are touching, tight, and it's a 1, 2, 3. So many of you will be out there and you say, oh, I thought this was weight day. Trust me, you're doing weights right now. So line up, back of the head, shoulder blades. Okay, so I'm just doing it with you. It's okay if you have to start out on the wall, but every once in a while, test yourself. Get your pole here, shift, bend the knee, bring that knee up, bring it to 90 degrees, and then, see, I always have overachievers in my class. I call them overachieving slugs. Judy's out there. And I don't even have your slug here. I left it at home. See this? I've gone more than 90 degrees here, up. Yeah, close this angle, close this angle. So if you can do that, challenge yourself to that kind of a stance, your brain is just like, whoa, zinging, because it's like, oh, geez, this old girl or this old guy is really pushing me in this particular single leg stance. If this is difficult for you, so much so that it's frustrating, don't do it freestanding. Use your stick, your pole, or go to the wall. Perfectly fine. So this side, see, much harder for me because I have to engage the side of my body that the hip is replaced on. So I'm thinking of people like Christy. I'm telling you, I know how challenging it is. Keep working at it. If you can't make it up to the 90 degrees, then come here. Shift, bend the knee, come here. See, then you do your progression on up. Okay? Good? Take a big breath. Now we come in here like this. And now we dig in like this. And we dig in like this. Now we're putting it all together. So we're doing that figure 8. So I told you I was going to do shoulder stuff, a lot of shoulder stuff, and I'm prepping you for that. All right? As well as prepping the rest of you, because your feet your knees, your hips, your back. It's all taking this load, okay? So they're warming up. It's just a little different, okay? So I'm doing a figure 8 with my pole. Now, if you have a fan up above, be careful, okay? So you don't hit something. So see how I'm dropping? I'm coming up. I'm creating that figure 8, but I'm doing it with what we call a manipulative here. See, I'm manipulating this bar, this broom, okay? I know there's a joke in there about flying on a broom with me. I know you're thinking that. Shame on you to think I'm flying on a broom. No. Okay. Yes, it's really beautiful outside. You know, we won't talk about the hailstorm that came through Norman, Oklahoma, which is just a couple hours from here. And it was moving up this way. It decimated cars and trucks. Big hailstorm. Oh well, sun's shining right now. That's what you get when you live in Tornado Alley. Okay, see this? See this? It's a nice figure 8 type motion. Let me tell you, that is money as far as getting your body really working. All your joints oiled up, gently, all your feet, your back, getting ready to take a load, okay? So here I am. I have a 5-pound weight. No, this is 10 pounds. This is 10 pounds. This is 15. So these are kettlebells. Some of you may see these sitting around. See this? So this is a kettlebell. Really be careful if you start picking them up, because especially if you're a shoulder, if you're one of my shoulder people, be careful with kettlebells. They're great, but they can really put pressure on your shoulders where you don't want it. So I'm going to start with the 10 pound. So you're saying, well, if I don't have a kettlebell, Jeannie, what do I do? So I'm telling you, you just pick up your weight, your hand weight. You can you can just hang it right in your hands like this, like this, or just grip it like this. See this? So if I had a weight, this is a 10 pound, okay? Shoulder people, you need to use very light weight unless you've been cleared to do anything else, okay? Be very careful with that. So again, remember the pendulum that I warmed up with, okay? Take a look at your feet. Make sure you're pushing your butt back like you're trying to shine your taillights. Those of you, I'm thinking Marianne, she remembers from health camp. Taillights, shine your taillights. Yes. When I get in class, see, you're thinking about your class. You're thinking about what's the progression here. You're loading. And you kind of don't have to think about other things, which is a real big plus for exercise classes or exercise in general. Okay, stay with me, don't stop. See, I'm not doing very much. I'm just doing a gentle swing. I'm rolling from the balls of my feet to my heels. I'm hip hinging. I'm coming up and down from where? My hips, not my waist. So I hope that you're seeing and feeling this kind of move coming from the hip hinge. And then when you push, wow, that's hamstring. Boom. And see, I'm not asking my shoulders to lift this weight. I'm using momentum in this kind of a pull, which you can do it very easily with just a dumbbell. Breath. Just got about 5 more. Stay with me. Kathy's counting. She's probably saying, you've done 100. And I would say, I know. Okay, maybe that's 5. Okay, put it down. Take a breath. Step across. Bring it back. Okay? step across, bring it back. So you should be breathing because that takes effort. You're using some of the biggest muscles in your whole body in order to do that kind of work that we just did. So you put it down, take a breath, step to the side, push, okay? So I know I have some guys on here. So see, I don't want to do this kind of a thing. I want to do this kind of a thing. See there? So girls and guys can both do this, right? So I'm going to step, tighten, soften my knees, drop my chin, stay rib cage up, push. Yes. Take a breath, bring her back. Okay? So this is one of those necessary little breaks. Push, go through all those postural cues. Okay? Go through all those postural cues. Take a breath, bring it back. All right, shake out, shake out, shake out. All right, now I'm going to pick up my 15-pounder. So it's only one. So what would you be doing at home? See, I'm doing what was laying around here that I found in the barn or wherever. So if you have a big can of beans or whatever, or if you have a sack of beans, that would even be better. You just grab that sack of beans, see? And I'm going to grab my 15-pound weight here with my palms out, okay? And I'm going to come down, and I'm just going to go pull, okay? So I'm going to just go pull, okay? Big breath. So you're still rocking from heels to toes or heels to all four corners of your feet. So I'm using a shared effort for one of the biggest reasons. It's not because I couldn't do it with one, okay? I can do it with one, but there's many of us out here and out there that have significant issues with arthritis in our hands, in our wrists, etc. And I'm sharing this load. So it's 15 pounds that I'm pulling. I'm bringing my elbows into my solar plexus. I'm bringing this right up under my chin. So you can do this with a single weight, a heavier weight, and use a shared effort with both hands. Pull, squeeze your butt right there. See, right now, I'm going to squeeze my butt and push forward just a little bit. So I get just a little bit of a back extension, not a big one. Then I'm going to push the hips back, go all the way down, pull all the way back in. Yeah? Then I'm going to go down, 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 pull all the way back in. Breath, squeeze my butt. Pull, squeeze, come back down. Big breath, pull, squeeze. Big breath. Pushing into the heels. Now here's the caution. Are you ready? See, I'm coming all the way down here. My arms are long. I could get into this kind of a incorrect move, which I don't want you to do. I could get into head down, butt up position and still touch. I don't want you to do that. What do I want you to do? I want you to squat deeper. So I want you to go down, get your butt lower than your head, okay? And then push through the heels, bring it right up under your chin. Got it? Now we're talking about a very different, but a very efficient, effective quad. That means your thighs, back, shoulders, without stressing your shoulders, see? Because I'm using shared effort with both arms. Drop your shoulders right now. Some of you are squeezing your shoulders up. Drop your shoulders. Push that butt back. Okay, get your butt just a little lower. Don't come right back up. No, get your butt lower. Push into the heels. Your butt should be lower than your head. Then you start bringing it up. Breath. So start coming up then pull, okay? It's easy to get the cart before the horse here. It's easy to pull your arms right here. Don't pull your arms. Drop your butt right now. Drop your butt. Okay, now start to push through the heels. Come up. Okay, now pull, okay? Very different move. Here we go, just a couple more. Breath, breath, breath. Heels, heels, heels. See, when I just now said that, when I just now said a couple more, Kathy went into a tizzy because she knows this is going to be tough. Because who knows, it could be 2 to 20. That's the rule for that term couple. You could have 20, or you could have 2, or you could have anything in between. Okay, let's just do, okay, I'll give you a number. We're going to do 3 more, not counting that one. Stay with me. Don't quit now. Don't quit. You ready? Push the butt back. Keep your chin tucked. All the way down with your arms. Now drop your butt. Drop it. Okay, ready? Come up. Now pull the arms. Breath. Back down, back down, back down. We get 2 more. Here we go. Push your butt down a little more. Push your butt down just a little more. Hold on. Okay, push through the heels. Straight arm. Okay, pull. Drop your shoulders. Big breath. Okay, 1 more. Drop your butt. Really drop your butt. Okay? Into the heels. Pull. And come on up. I think that was 1 more. Okay, right at the end, stay, hold your stance, and go like this. Boom. Boom. Yes. Breath. Back is extended. You're using both hands. It's a heavier weight. Ah, breath. Go. Breath. Go. Breath. Go. 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 2 more. 1 more. Put that down. Nice. Okay. Let's turn the fan on. Okay, shake out, shake out, shake out. So right in here was what that was about, right? So we're going to do another work with our little weight. So you could use a weight, you could use a bag of beans, whatever, okay? And we're going to go right here with our hand and right here. So I'm going to use the heavier weight, depending on what's going on with you. You can pick any kind of weight up. Okay, so I'm going to be right here. I'm stretching this leg back. Do that. I'm straight from my shoulder to my hip to right down like a board. Okay, so this is kind of a one-sided assisted with your leg plank. See that? So I'm stretching in that heel back there. Try your best to get your heel down. Grab your weight. See, your weight's right there. So see, I'm going to grab it. I'm going to bring it here. And I'm just going to kick my hand out. Then I'm going to bring it in, put it down. So this move, see that, is what you want to do. Now, I'm putting pressure in this front leg. I am not stressing my knee because I'm stepped as close to the chair as possible. I'm stretching back here. This elbow is soft, not really bent, but it's soft. I'm going to bring this up, and then I'm going to open it back there and hold. 1, 2, 3. Bring it in, bring it down. Bring it up, push it back. 1, 2, 3. Bring it in, bring it down. And you will notice I'm going to go to the lighter weight right now because I just felt, you know, this is my trick shoulder. Everybody has a trick shoulder usually. So I'm going to go a little lighter. That's just smart to do. You want to keep your shoulders level. What do I mean by that? Yes, you're going to go down and pick it up, but then you level these shoulders out. You don't leave this one down. So you pull, pull, push. So there we go. Push and pull. Here we go. Pull, push it back there. Breath, bring her down. Elbow is soft. Shoulder is right over wrist, right here. You're going to pull, push. Bring it in, bring it down. Pull, push. Now hang on to it. Bring it back in and push it back out. Back in, push it back out. Breath. Stay equal, stay symmetrical with your shoulders. Push, push it back. Drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Don't let it come up to your ears here. Breath. Go. Go. Just about 3 or 4 more. Okay? Don't swing it. It's a push back and a pull. Breath. Okay. Put that down. Now, I gave you a wide stance here. Careful. Put your hands on your chair. Step in. Come up. See that? Big breath. Yes. Then I'm going to be on this one. Okay, so I'll move this over. And so this is my, over here is my stronger side, because this is the shoulder I landed on when I got hit by a car. They were going 50 miles an hour. I took her windshield out, landed on the road after I hit the windshield, but I landed on this shoulder. Didn't break anything. I just had a big old hematoma, and so kind of, I just am gentle with it. I can do everything, I just have to be gentle with it sometimes. Okay, so here I am, all right? So now my other leg comes in, and my other leg goes back, all right? So it's gonna come like this. See that? So I'm going to come down. I'm going to put this arm on this side. I'm stretching my heel down. I'm going to correct the set of the body. I'm going to bend my elbow gently, shoulders over wrist. I'm going to start. I'll start with my heavier weight to see how it works. So you want to straighten that leg back. You want to put the heel down. Okay. So my hand that's on the chair is right with the knee that's close to the chair. Got it? Okay, I'm going to reach down here. I'm going to just pull this up like I'm starting a lawnmower, and then I'm just going to push it back and hold it for a second. I'm going to see how that's feeling. Then I'm going to tell myself, don't lock my elbows, okay? Because I want to put great, appreciable load right across through my shoulder joint, my upper vertebrae, my upper back muscles. So see, this one is no problem with the heavier weight, okay? So I'm going to bring it up, equalize shoulders, push it back. So what you're doing is you're doing a push, you're doing a pull up, then you're doing a push back, okay? So those two moves is what is the whole reason why you can put one foot in front of the other. It's a push-pull constantly through your whole day. Breath, hang on with me. Stretching that back leg. Pull, push it. Bring her down. Breath, bend the elbow, drop your shoulder. Pull, push. So I'm going to do the last one here, and then I'm going to hang on to it up there. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to push it out repeatedly. So we're doing repeats here. Push it out. Keep your elbow into your waist. Push, push, push. Drop your shoulders. 2 more. Push. 1 more. Push. Bring it down. Okay, from here, put your hand on the chair. Step in. Grab the chair seat. Okay? Now here's what you don't want to do in this position. Do not put your knees together. Open them, but not too wide. Your knees are in line with your hips. or in line with your shoulder. Then come down low as you can. Yes, go into the heels. Bring that back up. Take a big breath. At this point, your elbows are on the chair. Your legs are straight as possible. You want to put your head down for just a second. Now pull your toe up. Pull your toe up. Pull your toe up. Pull your toe up. See, it's little stretches. They go all the way through the Achilles. I'm thinking of Bonnie here. Goes right through the Achilles. Here we go. Down, 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 down. Okay? All the way down with your butt. Yes. Then push through the heels and come up. Come back down. So we have that push-pull going. Okay? So here we go. Down, 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 down. Go into your heels. Press back up. Big breath. Down to your heels. Elbows are on the chair seat. Come back up. Now it helps if you have a little towel or a little pad on your chair. This one has a pad on it already. Heels, breath, back up. Stay with me, stay with me. Don't put your head too far down for too long, okay? It pretty much should be about equal to your hips. Here we go. Stay down there into the heels. Come back up. Take a breath. I'm only going to do 4 more here, okay? You do what you can. If you need a break, drop your shoulders, heels, tight tummy, breathe. Down, heels, go as low as you feel you can. Just 2 more. Here we go. Breath. Here we go. One more. Stay there. Hang on down there. Hang on down there. Hang on down there. You're on your heels. Push, 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 and come up and come up. Woo! Take your legs. Go across. Remember we did this. This is a great recovery move. Remember this? Push, right? Come back. Take a big breath. Drop your shoulders. Drop your chin. Step across. Soften your knees. Push. Okay, now I'm going to do this again. And some of you are just kind of going through it. Slow down. Stay with me. You ready? Here I am, neutral stance. My toes are forward. Drop my shoulders. Push my chin down. Keep your teeth shut. You can't go like this. Keep your teeth together. See, I stepped over. Then I take my hands, drop my shoulders, breath, pull my tummy in, push. Yeah, that should feel really good. Come back in, okay? Big breath, all right? I'm gonna sit on my chair, all right? Right here, I got my little weights beside me. So I'm right here. So I forgot my orange shoes. Sorry, Nancy. Nancy likes my orange shoes. Or I guess they're pink. They're like a bright neon pink. These are what I could find. Okay. Take a breath. Yes. So we're going to focus a little bit on the hamstrings. So Kathy, I hope you're listening. I hope Kathy's on. We got a good class today. Again, I'm going to tell you, I was going to send you an email before I left, but I didn't have time. So I won't be on live next Monday. That's the Monday after Mother's Day. So say right now, I promise to pull up a video. I promise to pull up a YouTube recording. You can pick any of them that you want. Carol will probably pull up the one about if you don't feel like getting out of bed. That's okay. That counts. Anyway, I had to travel that day. So just so you know, I'm going to send an email about this because I have like 70 people on my Zoom mailing list. And I know not all of them come on right now. So surely they're pulling up recordings, right? Okay, here we go. So my hands are back here, right? So I'm going to hang on because, in fact, I don't want to get disoriented. We are going to stretch the backs of our legs again. Are you ready? So I'm going to hang onto my chair. I'm going to push down with my shoulders. I'm going to breathe. And I'm going to put weight into my feet. And I'm going to hang onto the chair. And I'm going to drop my head down. And when I get down there, I'm going to pull those toes up again. So I have a good hold on the chair in case I have too much blood coming into that head. And I'm only going to do it for a second or 2 or 3 and then come back down. See that? So here's the deal. Some of you get real scared when you put your head down and you feel a little dizzy. Okay, there's lots of different reasons for that. And yes, if you have high blood pressure, you're taking high blood pressure medicine, you need to be very cautious of doing anything like that as far as putting your head down. However, you actually, the blood coming into the head and then coming back down, you don't hold it long, but you acclimate to that kind of an activity, which helps you with your vestibular functioning, okay? So it's like spinning and all that kind of stuff. You know how people can spin and never get dizzy? I don't understand it. But anyway, we are going to train ourselves a little bit. Hang on to the chair. Are you ready? Take a breath. Exhale. Bring that butt up. Hang on to the chair. Push your legs back so you feel the stretch. And then pull the toes up. You can either do it at the same time or one at a time. But there's those of us out there with a lot of issues with joints, with feet, with balance, with everything. And you never do this kind of activity, never. So, yes, I load and I do strength work on Mondays and Fridays generally. And you'll see that on the YouTube channel. I usually title it, I put the date. And if you look and see it's a Monday, I usually put that too. If you're going to do some strength training. This is strength training because you are acclimating, which is all strength training is putting load so that you adapt. That's strength work. Well, when you put pressure into your feet, you're hanging on. I'm letting you hang on so you don't fall. Take a breath. Exhale. Straighten those legs. Pull the toes up. Okay? Breath. Breathe. Then come back down. You do that 4 to 6 times to where you actually feel a stretch reflex in the backs of your legs. Your tummy is tight, supporting the back, all that. You just put your head down just for a couple seconds, but we're doing it 4 to 6 times, right? Well, every time you do that, you hit a little pressure, then you come back. And you do it again and again and again. So we're going to do 2 more times. Are you ready? Here we go. Drop your shoulders. Hang on to your chair. Here we go. Lift. So I know I have some people out there with low blood pressure. That's termed a different thing. And it brings about its own problems because you see stars. Okay? That's why I want you to hang on to this chair. But because I want your body to kind of make the adjustments and get used to doing that head down position. The blood will come down there and then you come back. So a lot of your blood flow has to do with body position, okay? And if you have impaired circulation, you're going to have some impairment there, all right? So drop your shoulders. Are you ready? The last one. Lift your butt. You're going to go straight leg. Hang on. Pull your toe up, hold it, pull your other toe up, hold it, breathe, breath, breathe, come back down, come back down, come back down. Yay. All right. Now I'm going to reach over here. I'm going to grab my 10-pound kettlebell, okay? You can grab kind of a medium weight because we're going to use both hands on it, okay? So you grab the weight however you can, just like that, all right? We're going to come right here and grab the weight, and we're going to come right here. See that? And in fact, I'm just going to bring it right in here to the chest, right underneath my chin. See that? I'm going to go forward and back, So how's that movement happening? Number one, my shoulders are down. Okay, my tummy is tight. I'm going to open at the hip hinge, and my back is going to be very extended. I'm going to tap and then tap. See that tiny turn? I'm going to turn and tap, turn and tap. So I'm going to do this whole motion, taxing my core like you can't believe. And I'm doing a very little turn or transverse move. I'm going to keep this right underneath my chin. I'm going to hold my hip open. I'm going to tap the shoulder, tap the shoulder. Then I'm going to come back up anytime I need to. I'm sitting on the end of my chair, okay? So before you do anything, you always say rib cage up. Drop your chin. Now I'm going to open. I'm going to do the same tapping. Keep your chin tucked. I'm going to go tap and tap. But now I'm going to add a knee lift. So right there, push, bring her in. Breath. Turn, tap the opposite shoulder. Bring the knee up. Push, bring it in and down. Come right to the center. Here we go. Turn. Keep your chin tucked. Stay open. Bring the knee up. Opposite knee of where you're going with the turn of the shoulder. Here we go. Neutral. Stay open. Turn. Bring the knee up. Push. Bring it back down. See, I'm staying neutral right here in the middle, but I'm not neutral here. I'm way back here. Whoa, this is pushing. Okay, you ready? Turn. Bring the knee up. Push it out. Don't kick it. Push it out. Bring it back in and bring it back in. Take a breath. Open. Turn. Bring the knee up. Push. Hold there, hold there, hold there, hold there. Bring it in. Bring it down. Okay, put that weight down. Right down. Okay? Big breath. Yes? Okay. This next one, shoulder people pay attention to. Because if you have shoulder problems, if you have rounded shoulders, if you have injured your shoulder, you can't really move it through a full range. Okay. You know you have weaknesses, right? Well, you have weaknesses in the deltoid, you have weaknesses in the front of the muscles and in the back of the shoulders, okay? So we're gonna, again, use both hands. So I'm gonna go wide here with my legs. Shoulder people, this is gonna be gentle, but very effective. So I'm gonna come here, and you see, because I do this is a doable thing for a lot of people with shoulder issues, okay? So I can use heavier, or lighter, or none. Now there's a thought, okay? You just lift and pull those elbows back. So it's going to be a pull, push back. See that? So this has to do with gentle positional loading of the shoulders, the upper back. If you're a person that has been diagnosed with osteoporosis in the spine, especially up here, shoulders, that's where it sets a lot of times with women, is in the shoulders. Anything, you know why? Because we don't use our shoulders as much as guys. So we're going to use them, okay? So see, I'm wide here. I'm going to lean in from my hip. I'm going to drop my chin, say rib cage up. I'm going to pull and come back. So this is a very gentle pull. And again, you can use heavy or light. I'm going to use a little heavier. You don't have to. I'm going to go pull back. So if you're somebody with significant shoulder issues, or let's say you just have a little tricky shoulder. Oh yeah, I don't know. I just have a little tricky shoulder. It gives me trouble once in a while. You know, when I'm cleaning or painting, or I do too much outside or whatever. Okay, this is for you. This move. See how I pulled and pulled? Okay, so you lean in, you feel it through here. Very effective here, very effective here. Okay, but for your shoulders, wow, it's gentle, but it's a great pull. Okay, So right there, lift with the back and then pull in. So I'm going to lean out and I'm going to do it this way first. And then I'm going to stay down. And I'm going to make my arms do the pull. Okay, so right now I'm pushing hard into my heels as I pull and then pull right underneath the chest. Okay, here we go. Pull, pull. Breath. 2 more. Pull all up through the spine and bring it back down. 1 more. Here we go. Pull and then pull right under the solar plexus. Now stay down. Okay, get down there and stay down. Shoulder people, this one's for you. You're central pulling with a weight. Let's say you have a weight, both hands on one weight. Stay down, push into your feet. Now pull and come down. Pull and come down. So your shoulders will come up just a little bit, right here, and then push them down. Breath. Oh dear. Keep pulling. Let me turn that off. Keep pulling. 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 Yes. 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 Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Breath. So this is, I love these ones where I step away and I tell you to keep going. Kathy's counting the whole time. and so you're probably ready to quit now. Pull. Come back in. Shoulders down, pull. And shoulders down, pull. Okay? And then open the hands. So I'm going to put this under here, under my chair so I don't trip on it. Open my hands. Just like that. And lean in and do a big hug and drop your chin. Round the upper back, not your lower back. Round your shoulders. Then pull them up to your ears, drop them down, thumbs back. Okay? Here we go. Big hug. Drop your elbows, drop your chin, round your shoulders. Then come up to the ears and come down, and the thumbs are heading back. Okay, so here's what I want you to promise me to do today. Okay, especially I'm thinking of Kay. I'm thinking of Marilyn. Who else can I rip on? Oh, Nancy. Nancy's always a good one to rip on. Okay. See, Jane and Tina always does everything just right. Okay, here we go. See, if you're just coming on and you don't know me, you're going to go, boy, I'm glad I don't know her. I don't want her talking about me. It's okay. It's because I love you. I love slugs. See? Here's what I want you to promise me. Somebody keeps calling me. That you're going to walk at least part of the time that you're walking today. I want you to walk with your thumbs out. I want to walk with your thumbs out. Okay? Walk with your thumbs out. See this? Even if you're coming up here and you're walking, I want you to do it like this. I want you to try that, because even walking with your hands up, with the palms up, and you're swinging, it will make you pull these shoulders open. All right? Boom, boom, boom. See that? Good job, everybody. I'm just going to take it off recording.